Hi, and welcome to the WVU Women's Basketball Sports Chat at thedpost.com. I'm Sean Manning, here with our WVU Women's Basketball beat writer, Todd Murray. Todd, the Mountaineers have their annual Play for K pink game this Saturday against Kansas State. What all goes involved with that pink game, and what's the matchup like against the Wildcats?
Well, it's usually a game everybody looks forward to. The players like wearing their pink uniforms and their pink shoes in support of breast cancer awareness. And this year they get Kansas State coming in here. And this is a team that they handled in the first week of conference play. It's a team that they should beat again, but they can't take anything for granted. They're kind of in a stretch of games right now where they're playing teams that are below them in the standings. They beat Texas Tech on the road. They've got Kansas State. Then they've got Iowa State, coming in here later in the week for to finish out that homestand. These are games that Mike Carey said that they really need to win. And this team, got to an important milestone with the Texas Tech game because that was their 17th win, and that's how many games they won all of the regular season last year. They've still got another month's worth of games, so they're in good position now. But these stretch of games here that they definitely need to win.
Oh, that Texas Tech game, Arielle Roberson returned after attending a funeral for a family member. She wasn't there for the Baylor game, which was a WVU loss, but she was able to come back for the Texas Tech game. What's her role in this team, and how important is she to this lineup?
Well, I think we found out just how critical when she wasn't there for the Baylor game. She's 6'1", 6'2", would have been a big body that they could have used inside to battle. Those 6'4", 6'5" Baylor girls in that loss. And it's not so much the points because she doesn't score that many points, but you look at the box score afterwards, she usually gets 7 or 8 rebounds, 2 or 3 steals, a couple of assists. Does those kind of things that help them win. And fortunately was able to return to the team for the Texas Tech game, played well there, and they won there. So, she's really a key cog on this team.
The calendar just flipped to February, and then obviously next month will be March when the beginning of postseason play. So we're definitely time to start talking about the NCAA Tournament. What does this team need to do in order to get to that point?
I think they need to, keep piling up the wins, and they've got some teams coming up. They've got another game against Texas. They've got Oklahoma coming in here. They've still got 2 games with Oklahoma State, and those are all top teams in the Big 12. They're going to need to get some wins out of that. I know Charlie Cream in his latest bracketology, he has them as in that 8-9 game right now, which would mean in the second round you'd have to play a top seed. So obviously they don't want to end up there. So they need to keep getting wins, and especially get out of that 8-9 spot. But Mike Carey will tell you it's just all about winning. They just need to win games and not worry too much about NCAA right now, because if they win the games, all of that will fall into place.
All right, thank you, Todd. Be sure to check out more WVU women's basketball coverage at thedpost.com.